Hey friends, Star! Welcome to QAII Wizards, your magical home for fun new tech, AI, and data learning adventures. Welcome to QAII Wizards. Yay! Let's start the magic. Have you ever been working on a super big school project or maybe inventing something totally new and thought, wow, I wish I had a magical helper to figure all this out with me? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going on an adventure to the Magical Pet Adoption Center. Here's our map. First, we'll meet our new AI pets. Then, we'll see Glimmer's super planning power and Claude's amazing reading skill. After that, we'll learn when to call each pet, get some pro tips, and then it's your turn to be the captain. All right, are you ready? Let's go meet two very special new friends who are waiting to help you with your amazing ideas. So, what's an AI helper pet? It's a super smart computer friend that looks like a cute pet. They're here to help you learn, create awesome things, and solve really tricky problems. Super smart friend.
First up, let's meet Glimmer. Glimmer is a super organized and playful border collie puppy, and he is so ready for an adventure.
Glimmer has some amazing powers. He loves building big projects that have lots and lots of steps. Think of him like a super planner or an architect for your ideas. And the best part? He shares his building secrets so everyone can learn how he does it. Plus, his special kibble is really easy to find, so he's not too expensive to feed. And over here, look, our second amazing friend is Claude. Claude is a very wise and thoughtful owl who has read almost every single book in the entire world. Claude's powers are incredible. He is a super-duper reader. He can read a giant book in a blink. In fact, he can remember a story that's 1,000,000 words long. That makes him an expert at answering really tricky questions. He does eat some special, fancy wisdom kibble, which costs a little more, but wow, is he smart. Okay, now let's see these powers in action. First up, we're going to give Glimmer a really big challenge to show off his amazing building and planning skills. Let's see what he can do. Let's pretend our big project is building a spaceship. First, Glimmer drafts a plan, drawing a super detailed blueprint of the whole thing. Next, he gathers all the parts, finding every single nut, bolt, and rocket booster we need. Then, he builds it step by step, following his plan perfectly. And finally, launch! A perfect spaceship all ready to fly to the moon. See? Glimmer is the best at taking a giant idea and turning it into a real thing. Wow, Glimmer was amazing. Now let's switch over to Claude. We have a different kind of challenge for him, a mystery that only a super reader can solve. Okay, here's the challenge for Claude. You have a huge science fair coming up, and you want to build the coolest erupting volcano ever. But how do you do it? Well, Claude can read an entire library of science books in just a few seconds to find the very best instructions. And the winner is you! Claude found the perfect instructions, you built the best volcano, and your project won first place at the science fair. How cool is that? When you need to find the right answer hiding in a mountain of books, Claude is your guy. Yay, Claude! Okay, so Glimmer is a builder and Claude is a reader. They're both amazing, but the real magic is knowing which friend is the best one to call for different kinds of adventures. Let's look at the Great Pet Challenge scoreboard. For building a giant Lego castle, who's the champ? Glimmer, for sure, 3 stars. But for reading a huge storybook series to find clues, that's a job for Claude. He gets 3 stars there. This shows us they're both winners, just at different games. So, to make it super simple, you should call Glimmer when you need to make something big with lots of steps. But you should call Claude when you need to find a tricky answer that's hidden in a whole bunch of reading. Glimmer helps you build, and Claude helps you know. Now, are you ready for a pro tip? It's a secret that makes your AI helper pets even more powerful. The secret is teamwork. Here are the rules for being a great team captain. Do give Glimmer a clear goal, like build me a treehouse. But don't ask him to read a giant book. For Claude, do ask him a really deep question. But don't ask him to build the treehouse. The biggest rule of all, do let them work together. Claude can find the best treehouse plans, and Glimmer can build it. Okay, it's memory trick time. Let's do a fun little chant to lock all this new knowledge right into our super smart brains so we never forget it. Ready? Get your hands ready. Glimmer the planner. Let's build with our hands. A project pro. Pump your fist. Hooray! Claude the reader, let's read a book, knows what to know. Point to your head. Let's do it one more time. Glimmer the planner, a project pro. Claude the reader knows what to know. Awesome.
Guess what? You did it! You've unlocked your team captain power. Now it's time to test your new wizard powers with a couple of fun questions.
Okay, first question. If you wanted to write a beautiful song and you needed help finding the perfect rhyming words, who would you call? Would you ask Glimmer the planner or Claude the reader? Think about it.
If you said Claude, you are absolutely right. He's read all the poetry books and dictionaries, so he's a total expert on words and rhymes. Great job!
Okay, here's your final assignment. If you wanted to build a real robot that could actually clean your room, how cool would that be? Who would you call first to make the plan? The answer is Glimmer. He's the master planner who can figure out all the steps.
The biggest secret of all is that the most powerful magic comes from having Glimmer and Claude on your team, with you as the super smart team captain telling them what to do.
So, what amazing project will you build with your new AI helper pets? That's all for today's magic. G's up. Thank you for learning with us. Come back soon to QA AI Wizards for the next super fun tech and data adventure. See you next time at QA AI Wizards. Bye, friends. You are all AI wizards now.